Okay, so I'm about to begin work on my fifth one-screen puzzle, and I thought I would document the process because there were some interesting moments in making of the other puzzles. Sometimes when I would rearrange the entire screen and stuff like that. And this one I feel like is going to be better than the rest just because I'm going to make it more try and make it more fun and less puzzling, if that makes sense. So I thought I would record the process in case something interesting happens. So I'm going to start out with, first of all, let me get rid of the default background because I don't like it. At least not for editing. Yeah, let's stick with that, sure. Well, it's going to be a fairly comfy level, so I think something, maybe like a nice light blue, something like that. And this might not be the background I stick with, I'll probably mess with it later, but just for now we'll stick with that. So anyway, I've been sort of writing down a list of ideas that I want to stick into this level, and I've got that somewhere right here. And I'm just going to sort of go through and see how many of them I can put into this level. So let's see, first of all, having a power-up behind a toast. So let me see if I can go ahead and grab my toast. First of all, let's see what power-ups would hide nicely behind him. Run, pretty nice. Climb, pretty nice as well. I like climb because it sort of blends in with his color. I'm guessing double jump and high jump, yeah, their arrow sticks out, so that doesn't really work. Eye is pretty good. You can scarcely even tell that that's back there. Detector, it almost looks like he's got like a propeller or something. Umbrella sticks out a bit too much, same with hologram. But probably any of the keys. Oh yeah, the keys you can hide behind really well. So okay, I guess I'll leave the options here. So it could either be a key, could be the eye, or climb. Probably not run because you want to get run pretty early on. But one of those three. And then let's see, what's the next thing I want to include in this level? A drop that leads to a lower or higher area. Okay, so yeah, I do want to have Alright, next up on the list, we've got secret passages, obviously, because I want to have the detector serve an actual purpose. So I think I'm going to have something like, I don't know, something like this, right? And there's a secret passage right here. But, or maybe even one higher so that you can't just double jump from the ground. Something like this. So there's a secret passage right there, and then you need detector in order to tell you that, but you won't get it just by jumping around randomly. So something like that. And then the good old wind in the waterfall trick. So we're going to need a waterfall somewhere. I don't know what color it's going to be yet, but let's use the standard one. So we've got our waterfall. And then inside of that, we've got our objects and areas. Wind. So you can't really see that it's in there, but once you get umbrella, you can go up the waterfall. A wraparound, double jump, or umbrella. So something like the screen's going to wrap around both vertically and horizontally, because that's always a fun mechanic for one-screen puzzles. And then when you go off the bottom, you'll be able to either umbrella your way to one side or the other and land on a platform there, or you'll be able to double jump to one side or the other. Only save up high. Yeah, so probably put like one save point somewhere in the level. You can't get it like just on the ground anytime you want. You have to actually solve the first bit of the puzzle in order to save. Locks behind locks, that's always fun, and of course keys behind locks. So gonna grab our objects. Locks behind locks, and keys behind locks. And a single narrow trick jump over like a rickety bridge of sorts. So somewhere up top we're going to have a trick jump puzzle, and there is actually a tile set for this. Of course I'm not going to use this tile set in the finished level, but just for demonstration's sake, something like something like that going across the top. And then partial code blocks. Yeah, I had this idea to have, you know, these symbols, these guys. I'm not sure if you can see that or if it's off screen. Oh yeah, those symbols, but have them be like partially cut off, so you have to piece it back together and figure out which one of those it could be. So that means we're going to have a code in the level. So let's go back to our objects and areas and just grab a, I don't know, I guess we'll just grab the default one for now and then we can change it later. So code somewhere, and then obviously the symbols of the code are going to be somewhere hidden in the level as well. But they're going to be like partially obscured or partially broken away so that you can only see half of them or something. And then a power-up tree. Yeah, I had the idea, depending on where the rest of the power-ups end up being in the level, to just have them sort of like, instead of floating out in the middle of nowhere, have them hanging off a tree like fruit or something like that. And that's pretty much all the ideas I have for this level. So now let's start kind of putting them together and figure out in what ways they can work together. Already I'm seeing, if I've got this sort of platforming section up here, a couple things. One, we can't have too many power-ups. We can't have too many power-ups at that point, because then it would be trivial. You could just like long jump, double jump, umbrella across the entire thing, which is not the point. And also it would have to be not directly beneath the drop down, because if it's directly beneath the drop down, then we're going to be coming down with and we're supposed to like umbrella float to one side or double jump to one side, but instead we could just land on the platforms and use that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just move the drop down over here. Let's do something like that. And then we can have our little trick jump puzzle over here. And maybe even you need to fall down an umbrella over to these little blocks. But that might be a little too difficult for the scope of this level. I'm not sure yet. Not sure exactly how difficult we're going to make it, but not too hard. I guess the other thing I could do is I could have sort of a wall like this, and that's the end of the trick jump section. And then the start is somewhere over here. Something like that. And of course we're either going to umbrella float or something else to get over to something, so I need that as well. That'll be something you can grab up there. Or maybe even, because I did say I was going to have like a tree of power-ups, maybe even that tree is like right here or something. So you can just fall down and float this away with the umbrella and grab something from it. So I guess I should think about what order we want to get the power-ups in. Now that I look at it, the only way I would really be useful is after we get up to this save point. So maybe I can give the player I early on, but then they can't really do anything with it. They need to get to this save point and then restart the level or respawn in order to view the I blocks. Okay, yeah, so I think I'll do that. So I'll give them I early on, which means that it's probably not the one hiding behind the toast. Climb or key behind the toast, that's the question. And also where to put the toast so that it looks like, you know, it's not hiding something. It could be just a normal enemy as well. One thing I could do is I could have like the toast over in a cubby hole like that, and then behind the toast there's also a lock, so you're thinking, there's no way I can get through there yet because I don't have any of the keys required, but one of the keys is behind the toast and one of the keys is behind the lock. Something like that, maybe. I could have where else could I put the toast that it wouldn't see? I guess another thing I could do is I could have the toast in a place where you get to it without hologram and you get some item there. So for instance, have a little room like this, and once I get past the toast I can get detector or something, and then later I come back with hologram and get something else behind the toast. So let's go ahead. So hologram's going to be pretty late then. But also if hologram's pretty late, then that I'm not sure if I want to give him climb late, because climb is a pretty... Actually, no, that makes sense, because once you get climb, you can get pretty much anywhere. So giving them climb late makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and put climb behind the toast. But it is quite visible back there, isn't it? Let me just see how this looks in-game. Yeah, you can sort of see it back there. That toast looks a little weird. So I think what I might do instead is stick climb behind a lock and then just put the key to that lock behind the toast. I think that makes a bit more sense. So then we're going to get hologram. That'll give us access to this key. That key will give us access to climb. Okay, so what power-ups are we missing? Run, we'll probably start with run. Double jump and high jump. We need to get either double jump or umbrella pretty early, because we're going to do the like float thing over to this platform to collect something else there. I, again, also get pretty early. I guess we could put I behind the toast. Well, no, because we want him to get whatever's back there pretty early as well. So why not double jump? That's a nice reward for jumping over a toast. Or umbrella, depending on which one we go with. So either double jump or umbrella is back there. Detector. Again, detector is one of those things where you don't know there's a secret passage until you get it. And maybe the secret passage is right up here. Have it right in the ceiling of this little cubby hole that leads to a power-up, and you need a detector to get in there. So then detector would also have to come before hologram. And obviously we don't want hologram right up there, because that would be like, oh, you know, you get hologram, and then what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to try it, see if you can use it to get past the toast, which you can. So probably not hologram up there, so something else. Maybe a key. Put another key up there. So there's one key behind the toast, get one key for getting detector. And we need to make sure, because there is a possibility that they'll get up here before getting, and actually, now that I look at it, there's a good possibility that they'll like jump out here and then double jump and accidentally find this secret. So I think it's going to be umbrella that's back here, and they'll get to double jump later on. There's a good possibility that they're going to find this key before getting detector, which is fine, but that just means that this key can't be essential in the order of things. This key is just something that like you need eventually to open all the locks at the end or something like that. Okay, so what else? So that means they're going to get umbrella pretty quickly. Probably umbrella will be the first thing they get. Just walk over to the toast and jump over it. And then with umbrella, well, see, umbrella, the thing with umbrella is once you get it, you have to figure out that there's wind behind the waterfall. So that's the umbrella challenge. So probably that's what umbrella is going to be used for. Then umbrella is not going to be used for this float over to this nook over here. So we want that to be done with double jump. So double jump to get up here. So probably when they go through the wind, they'll get double jump or something like that. I'm not sure where high jump is going to play in yet. But alright, that seems like a pretty good order right there. So let me just see. And actually, I need to, first of all, put a warp in this screen and open up the settings. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm basically just typing in the screen. Warp X left is going to be 1, warp X right, -1, warp Y up is going to be 1, and warp Y down is going to be -1. So now when I test the level, we should loop around the screen. Yeah, nice. And we can't quite get over to there. And now that I look at it, actually, I probably don't want the waterfall to be in this looping section, because I'm going to miss this jump and then be like, wait a second, there's wind in here, and give away the trick. So probably put the waterfall somewhere else. And I know there's going to be wind behind the waterfall, so maybe I'll just get rid of that for now. For simplicity's sake, put the waterfall, I don't know, somewhere over here. but the thing about the waterfall being over here is that we can't have the waterfall going all the way up because that defeats the purpose of the jumping puzzle. But also if I put a ceiling right here, then you can just hop across that, which also defeats the purpose of the jumping puzzle. So, we can't have the waterfall and the jump puzzle in the same place. We can't have the drop through and the waterfall in the same place. And we can't have the drop through and the jumping puzzle in the same place. So we need to have, like, 3 separate areas. I think it doesn't really make sense to have... it doesn't really make sense to have the jumping puzzle split between 2 screens, because then you're doing, like, not technically blind jumps, but like jump wraparound jumps, and that's just ugh. So probably I think I'll put the waterfall between 2 screens. So if I'm going to rearrange this, we'll have the waterfall, something like that. And we can have the drop down here, and the jump puzzle here. So then, that being the case, we also need... My issue right now is that I'm sort of running out of space for everything to fit in. But alright, let's say we move Mr. Toast Guy and the umbrella over here. And the secret passageway. Maybe what it is that the secret passageway actually leads up to the jump puzzle. So you can get up through here. That's how we get up to there, and then there's some reward over there. So okay, then we can get rid of all of this. Have our waterfall over here, and also over here. And then, not up there, because that doesn't make sense. If that's where we float to, then that should be... And maybe the way we get into the Toast's room in the first place is through this fall down area. We we start out here, and then we go to the left, and then whoa, and now we're in the toast area, and then we can grab the umbrella. Yeah, let's do that. So umbrella back over on that side. Okay, so that's the start. We fall down through here, we grab the umbrella, then we go back. We use the umbrella to ride the wind up to what? Well, I did say I wanted to have like a power-up tree somewhere in the level, and this seems like a pretty nice place for it. So let's just stick, I don't know, you get here with the umbrella and you can float over to... We've got the end of the jumping puzzle up there, obviously. I don't know if it's going to be high jump up there, but something. We get here with the umbrella and we can float over in order to grab... You know what, let's set our start right there. Let's give ourselves run. Run's on the tree somewhere. Easy to grab. And then there's some more power-ups that also look easy to grab, but they're just out of reach. So we need to use umbrella from the wind in order to get, I don't know, maybe something up here. I don't know know what it's going to be yet. Let me mark it with climb. Or let's make it a key, because that's easy. So there's like a couple keys up here. And I need to make sure that we actually do need to use umbrella. Oh yeah, I took the wind out. Let me just put that back in real quick. Objects and areas. So now it's easy enough to float over and grab that key, but I don't want to be able to like okay, it is possible to do that, so maybe I'll put run over here and this key over there. Or not necessarily a key, but whatever's going to be up there. Or I suppose I could maybe just extend the ceiling one more. Something like that. Or lower the ceiling by 1 would probably also do it. Just bring that down a bit. And then have a couple more power-ups up here that you can't quite get to yet. You might actually be able to get to that one. Well, even if you can reach, it's non-trivial, so I'll just make this one of those things that you need to get to the end. But don't actually need basically something that you can get it at any time. So if someone gets it early using that jump, it's fine. And then this one will be something like actually important that you really need double jump and high jump, or double jump and climb. Because, I mean, obviously you can fall down if you miss the jumping puzzle. You can grab whatever this is. But we need climb and detector in order to get up here. And probably double jump as well, because obviously, I mean, you can do corner jumps, but actually if you have climb, you can just climb up this wall, can't you? And I can't even just like add a ceiling, because if you have climb and double jump, you can get anywhere you want. If you have umbrella and double jump for that matter, yeah, you can get everything. So, how to handle that? What if, instead of getting double jump, you got high jump first, which lets you, if we've got like half platforms here in the secret room, that would let you get up like that. So then even with high jump, you can't make it up this wall, and you don't need climb for this, because you're going to get climb pretty late on. Yeah, this is why climb causes troubles. But then you could just double jump up here in order to get to the jumping puzzle. Have like a little room. Something like this, I don't know. Alright. And then you could just, once you do get double jump up there, well, obviously with better walls than this, and then something like that, and then up and up over here, and then grab whatever that is. You could maybe even do that with high jump. Just up there. Oh, but that makes it tricky to get back down again, but I guess you don't need to go back down this way. Okay, but it does also make it tricky to just get in there, period. So maybe we'll stick with double jump. We're gonna have double jump. I know what we'll do. Once you get double jump, you get detector. Yeah, detector's over there. And then once you get detector, you can find your way up into here and get whatever this is. So okay, let's go through the level real quick. I don't know where double jump is going to be, so let's just put it right there for now. So we start out, we get run. Using run, we can jump over here and get umbrella. Using umbrella, we can ride the wind waterfall over here and get whatever that is. Probably double jump, actually. It would make sense for that to be double jump, wouldn't it? And then once we've got double jump, we can get up here. But probably actually, that jump's a bit tight. I mean, it's not that tight, but it is something you could die on, and we haven't saved in a while. So maybe once you get detector, now there's some way to get to the save point up high. And we also need to get eye early on. So let's see, how about this? How about double jumps here in the tree, and eye is also somewhere up in this tree. Somewhere that's easy to get once we have double jump, but not that easy to get without it. So then we get eye, but we can't do anything with eye yet, because we need to reload the screen. And maybe even it'll be required to get eye in order to get past this passage, because there's one of these there. But in order to get eye, we could even make eye required in order to get detector. So once I've got double jump, that gives me access to some save high up. Like, let's say up there. But then detector is like, I don't know. Somehow you need eye to get detector. Or maybe not even. Maybe I'll just leave detector up here in the save point as like a, so you'll be like, oh, nice, I got detector and I got a save point. And you won't think, you'll either think, yes, now I got a save point, now I can reload the room with eye, or you'll think, you know, yes, I got a save point, now I can, or sorry, you'll either think about the eye thing, or you'll think, yes, I got detector, now I can go and find some secrets, and you won't think about the fact that the save point lets you do eye stuff. But then again, you could get the detector and then find this secret. Yeah, I think I want eye to be required to get detector. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but for right now, let's just put one of these right there to designate that. So here's how the level's going to go so far. We get run, which allows us to get, whoops, not detector yet. We're going to get run, which allows us to get in here, grab umbrella. Umbrella is going to allow us to float up this wind, get double jump, which is also going to let us grab eye. Oh no, double jump also lets us get these things. Well, that's fine. I could just lower this ground a little, right? Just make this a little bit lower, and that would fix that problem. But now we've got I, but we need a way to reload the screen. So we come over here, grab the save point, and then we can restart. That makes this visible. We can grab detector, and now that we've got detector, we come over here and see, oh, I'm glowing green. Although I'm a little concerned because the toast is there, which might make us not glow green. Let me have a look at that, actually. It's not objects and areas. Where is it then? System? Yeah, there it is. We've got run, double jump, umbrella, eye, detector, and I think that's it. Come over here. Yeah, you can tell that's a green glow as opposed to a red glow, right? Then we come up here, and then get whatever's over on this platform. Not hologram though, because we don't want to immediately go back to the toast, but probably a key or something else that lets us get hologram. And we also need to find a place for high jump. Where would high jump be good? Or maybe that is high jump. Maybe we come over here, we get high jump, and then somehow high jump's gonna allow us to grab hologram, because hologram is... Can't be right up there, because then we could just drop down onto it. But it could be... This area over here is a little empty. I bet there's something more we could add there. And you know what? I wonder if, with high jump, we could just get... Yep. Yeah. So maybe we actually use high jump to get up into one of these corners. Because it can't be this corner. This is the corner we get to by floating and then double jumping. Now that I think about it, I also don't want it to be obvious that there's a secret passage here, right? That should be something you find out later on. So it should be like... I could also lower the ground here. That would fix the... Well, no, because then you can't get any of the power-ups. Well, no, I could still float up and grab... Yeah. And then just move that down. Move that down. So they're easy to grab, but the keys are not. Or are they? Yeah, they are, once we have double jump. See, I don't want double jump to completely trivialize that section. What if I just move the wind one further back? Can I still get to double jump from here? I can. Okay. And can I get... Yeah. Darn it. Oh, and I guess I could just move them up one higher. Like that. And then maybe leave this one as something... Or maybe leave one right there as something that like anyone can get, and then this one can be tougher to grab. And let me just move this over a little bit. Something like that. Now the thing is, so going back to what I was saying earlier, I don't want it to be obvious that you need to find a secret passage in order to get to high jump, or whatever is going to be up here. So I think I want it to be something where, like, you know, oh, you can see where climb is, and it looks easy to get, but you just can't get to it, and then you realize, oh, I need a secret passage, and then I can get to climb. Because whatever's up here allows us to get to climb more easily. So where could I put climb in order to accomplish that? I guess one thing I could do is I could have climb, like, obviously visible inside of a lock, but that lock, in order to unlock it, you need so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, like, climb is there, and then you've got the red lock in order to get to it, which requires this key. But you've also got, you know, whatever this is. Maybe not this one specifically, maybe something like some key that's easy to get, like this guy. You've got the yellow lock in front of it, so you think, oh, I'll just unlock the yellow lock and get climb, and you unlock it, but then, surprise, there's a red lock behind it, and you're like, oh no, the red key's all the way up there, how do I, what? And then eventually you find the secret passage. Yeah, I think something like that. Okay, so that takes care of the locks behind locks. I still want to have a key behind a lock, because that's just fun. How many keys do I have left? I get one key. Actually, I don't think I've used any of the keys yet. So maybe yeah, here's what I'll do. I'll have I unlock a passage somewhere. I don't know where yet. But I unlocks a passage that gets us a key, and that key unlocks detector. So somewhere in the level, okay, we're going to have one lock for detector. That's easy to open. And then we're going to have two locks for climb, one hidden behind the other. And then one more lock, that's this key that you just need to open to beat the level. Yeah, something like that seems good. But it can't be just that. So we have a lock. No, we need to get I in order to get the key for that lock, which is going to get us that. So that's what our locks look like. And then I don't know if I have enough keys left to put a key behind a lock, but let me just see. So or maybe the code. Maybe once we get I, then we can reveal part of the code. And that's how we get detector. Alright, let me just run through this one more time and see what we've got. So we get run. Run is going to allow us to get in here, grab umbrella. Umbrella is not going to let us get over to this save. Unless I time it just right. Yeah! Yep. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty happy with that. But umbrella will let us get double jump, which lets us get I. Still not sure about that. I might want I to be a little more difficult to get, but I think that's fine. And then, oh no, but we can do the that thing to get up there. Okay, so I guess we won't include, because this is obviously, it's obviously pretty obvious that it's doable after seeing the Deep Freeze speedrun. And I can't think of any way to make it easy for casual players to do the slide over it and then high jump, double jump up without having it also be possible without high jump by doing that. Unless it was like, I don't know, right above the ground, but that would be just silly because you could just double jump straight up. So I don't know about that. I think we'll keep the once you get double jump, you can just float off and grab the save. So now that we've got the save, we can reload the room. That gives us I, and once we've got I, we can get red key. Once we've got red key, we can unlock this lock and get detector. Detector shows us this secret. And we also get yellow key somehow. We get yellow key. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe once we get... I was going to say maybe this could be yellow key instead of I. And just have I lying around somewhere. But then, okay, so you get double jump. You go immediately for climb, but you can't get climb. So... no, I think I want I to be required in order to get yellow key. So maybe having I somehow lets us get both of those keys. Not sure how yet. Maybe once we've got I... okay, idea. Maybe once we've got I, then a block appears, like right there. And then we can get, with double jump, we can reach stuff on the second level. We can like double jump up to here, but we can't get beyond that. So once we've got double jump then, and I, we can reach stuff like red key up there, which is accessible just with double jump normally. And we can also get yellow key up there, which is also accessible to with double jump normally. Actually, no, because that's... maybe we'll make that purple key, because that's something speedrunners could grab. So I'll put yellow key behind the red lock. That'll work, right? Yeah, that should work. So, but also it's sort of, it's not something... I think I'm going to want to have more than one red lock then. But I don't really want to do that either. And actually, now that I think about it, probably we can reach that red key, yeah, easily, without having I. If I put this block one higher, though, now I can start putting keys that are up here. Red and yellow. And I'm not sure if you can reach those like this. You can reach the red. You can almost reach the yellow. That looks very possible. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that does complicate things, and also a double jump from here would reach that key, which is no good. I mean, I could move them even one higher and have the block be like up here or something. So then you could up to here and then grab whatever's up here, but you wouldn't quite be able to reach the jumpy puzzle or the reward up there. Let's just say for now we've got red and yellow keys up there, and purple is, I don't know, maybe purple's over there because that was pretty hard to get to. And get rid of this guy. So then once we get up there with I, we can reload. That makes this block appear. Then we can grab red and yellow keys. I suppose I could also just put detector up there. Red key and detector. So then you grab red key. What is red key good for? Or what I'm thinking about is lowering it and lowering red key. So it's easy to get red key, right? But it's not obvious that you can't get, or sorry, this should be yellow key. But it's not obvious that you can't get detector, because it's just or it's not obvious that you can get detector, because not everyone knows about the reach of double jump. And you might try it like once or twice and think, oh no, I can't get it, because you have to really extend in order to grab it. So probably I don't want to do that, because I'm not trying to make this too difficult of a level. But I can easily have it be possible once you get I to grab both yellow key and detector. Or maybe even just grab red key and detector, and then you come over here and think, actually, I'm going to lower this down one. No, I'm not, because that would, yeah. But then there's purple key. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. So you grab red key and detector, and you think, well, those are both pretty useless because there's nothing over here. But then you go over to the red lock, and you realize that opening the red lock gives you the yellow key, and opening the yellow lock, which you think is going to get you climb, but it actually doesn't. So then you have to use the detector. I could just also just have it be red and yellow first. So red's there, yellow's there. Climb is back here. So once you get I, that lets you get red key, and now you think you're going to get climb, but oh, surprise, there's a yellow lock back there, so you can't get climb, so you have to use the detector in order to find this secret passage instead, and then once you find that secret passage, that lets you get, I don't know, something else. So then, okay, let me have a look at the power-up order here. So it's run first, then we get umbrella. Using umbrella, we can get double jump. Double jump lets us get I. I lets us get red key and detector. Detector lets us get something we're not sure yet. Oh yeah, I've also got a key behind the toast. So, I mean, one obvious thing to do would be to put hologram up there. Once you get hologram, you get yellow key behind the toast, and that lets you get climb. And then once you've got climb, Then somehow you get a blue key. And then once you get the blue key, the purple key is hidden behind the blue lock. Yeah, there we go. So get climb. Or maybe high jump. Yeah, high jump makes sense, doesn't it? Once you get the yellow key, you get high jump. A high jump lets you get climb. Climb lets you get the purple key. Or no, the blue key. And then behind the blue lock is the purple key, and then you win. That's all the items, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, perfect. So all I need to do now is figure out a way for high jump to get me climb, and for climb to get me the blue key. I could also put something over here. I could do like a... I don't know, oh, you think you're gonna use this block to jump up here, and then go over here to get some key or something that's up here, but that's not the case at all, because you're gonna use... I could have, for example, climb over here, and you think you're going to jump up here and then go over and get climb, but what actually happens... Okay, I've got an idea. What if instead of hiding yellow lock behind the red lock, we hide... where is it? We hide one of these code blocks behind the red lock, and then put one of the code symbols up here. So it looks like, oh, I'm gonna get high jump, and then that'll let me get up here, and then once I get up here with high jump, I can hit the code button and... But actually, you need to find the secret passage to get up here and get hologram, which then lets you get blue key, maybe? Yeah, something like that. But it also lets you hit the code button, and then the code button... Question is, what do I need hologram for? Maybe I'll just put like another toast enemy at the end of the... Or a big spiker guy or something. Some holographic... Not sure what. I guess a toast for now. Some holographic thing at the end, so it looks like you need hologram eventually. So okay, let's go through this so far, see what we've got. Beginning is straightforward. And we can grab that, we can grab that. We can try to grab those things and fail. But we can get the save point. And now, with nothing else to do, we respawn stuff. And oh look, there's a block over here. How nice, because that'll let us get both of these things. It won't let us get up there, but now we see high jump behind the red lock. So we're going to try and go for that. But uh-oh, as soon as I open the red lock, I'm stuck. So now I think, what do I do here? And wander around, and eventually I'm glowing green and I find this secret passage. And then up here I get hologram. Obviously the first thing I'm going to do with hologram is this guy and get blue key. So maybe I shouldn't get hologram up there. Maybe I should get something else. Actually, it makes sense to hide hologram behind one of the locks, doesn't it? I could have yellow key up here instead. And then yellow key behind the yellow lock is hologram. And where is blue key? Behind the toast. And then behind the blue lock is purple key, and behind the purple lock is the end. I need climb. Shoot. Where does climb go? I suppose I could have climb hidden behind a hologram enemy, because that would make sense, right? You need to hollow past something in order to get climb. I wonder if I could make this something less holographically obvious than a toast. Like something you don't really realize that you need the hologram for, but once you think about it, it's like, oh. I could have something like... Although, I don't know, the key hidden behind the toast, I think works pretty well. So where else could high jump get us? We're kind of running out of space in the map. It could get us up here if we had a jump through block. Double jump would get us there, so we could grab a power up there, but high jump would get us all the way up. And have something like climb right there. I wonder if I could also do like a... Let me just see if I'm floating with umbrella. There's an overhang. And I want to be able to like double jump up like that. I could pretty easily get into a one tile thing. What about a two tile thing? Probably. That looks also pretty easy. But what if it was a steeper overhang than that? What if it was something like... I need to get... this tile set doesn't even work especially well for it, but I can make a different tile set for it later. Let's say I need to get up into there. I don't know why Control R there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. with high jump. Easy. Don't even need to hold S and do fancy umbrella stuff. So okay, I guess we'll do something like that, and then have climb be right in there. And then somehow having climb... Well, now hang on a sec. So we get double jump, get red key. Can't get through there, but we find the secret passage. Get yellow key. Get the code button. Unlock high jump. Now that we've unlocked high jump, we can also grab hologram, because it's behind the yellow lock. But then once I've got high jump, I can get into there. Get climb. Climb lets me get what? What do I actually need climb for? I suppose I could have something like, if I move this over a bit, could put the locks up here. Because I have been thinking about where the locks are going to go to. Have something like that, and that's where the end is. But you can't just ride the wind up for whatever reason, because there's no wind there, maybe, I don't know. Is there anywhere else I could put that that's not right next to the wind? Let me just move this up as well, because I think it'll look better. Yeah, something like that. Well then, I mean, heck, do I have enough room to just put it right here? 1, 2, 3. I could make it one bigger, couldn't I? Just move this over one. And the victory is right there. That seems good to me. And then, okay, there's that, and that, and that's behind there. Should put it in front, and that one's behind. Okay, we're almost there. Let's just run through this, see how it feels. So we start out, we can grab run, get back here. With run, we can grab umbrella. With umbrella, we can grab double jump and I. Double jump, we can save. With the save, we see the red lock here with the high jump in front of it, and we think, oh, I want that high jump, so we grab the red key and open the lock, but there's a code block thing behind it, and we can't reach the code. So, and we also can't reach climb. Hopefully. No, we can't. Okay, so I do need to make that just a little bit higher. Or a little bit further away. Actually, yeah, just doing that would probably fix it. So that umbrella, oops, Alright, now I get I. Do that. And now grab both of those. Oh, but I can't get high jump, whatever to do. And then I realized somewhere along the way, oh, I got detector, and now I'm glowing here. So I can get up here, activate the code, open the block. And I also get a yellow key for my troubles. So now the block is open. Now I get high jump and that. And now that I've got that, I can get climb. And now that I've got climb, what do I need climb for? It's just the 2 keys remaining. Yeah. Then I get purple key, and then purple key opens the purple lock, and then I win. So I guess it would be nice if somehow climb was required in order to get purple key or blue key or something. I mean, I could totally just have like a passageway right there that you're forced to climb up. Move this whole thing 1 over. Because then even with a double jump you'd only get to there. So if I have something up here, like for instance purple key, but I think I can still reach that with a very precise one of those. But you know what, that's probably good enough. I could probably even make it so that you need to double jump into it. Like you can't get into there because of, I don't know, some meanie. One of these guys maybe? Well, assuming he doesn't walk off the wall. But then he's gonna come get... Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work. Are there any wall guys that would just sit there and be dangerous? I don't think there are. let's just try. Let's just try with a toast and see. See, I can't do that, but then we would get climb, and then do like a. Oh, grab that. And if I made it 2 over, then probably we can't even double jump in. Probably. Which would allow us to do actually, you know what? Well, no, that wouldn't work because hologram. I was thinking I could put like a layer of spikes on the bottom and force the user to grab this wall and then jump up through them. But they could just hologram them away. Because if you jump through spikes fast enough, you can get past them before they kill you. I think. At least you can do it falling down. I don't know if you can do it jumping up. And that doesn't mean we don't get the cool last key is behind the last lock gimmick, but you know what I could do though? I could just swap these 2 keys. Put the blue key there and the purple key there. So then once they get the blue key, they think, the purple key is going to be behind the last lock, but no, it's behind the toast. I don't like the floating toast, though. I can't think of any good enemy to replace it with. Maybe I'll just replace it with some environmental hazard. A big poisonous thorn on the wall or something like that. Yeah, okay, never mind, that doesn't work at all. Okay, so the key has to be all the way up there because otherwise you can just, well, yep, and double jump into it and get back out. So in that case, I guess I don't even need these spiker guys because can't make that jump anyway. No way. I think one last thing I might do before calling this design finished is, for one, think of something better to do with this key, but I don't really feel like working on that right now. Or 2, slide it over so that the screen transition is either right between these 2 tiles, so that you get a nice, the toast is sort of over in a corner by itself, but then again we do have this sort of blind jump. Or, alternately, put the screen transition somewhere around between these 2 tiles, but then you run into the issue of like you could wall swim into this, or you could wall swim into that. But if I do remove the transition from here, then I can make this only 1 block wide, and it would make it so you have to like think a little outside the box, because you have to figure out that you can umbrella past the screen transition to get over to this button. Or put the screen transition between these 2 blocks, which would also work pretty well, I think. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now, and possibly come back to polishing this up or decorating it in another video.